Okay guys, sorry about that, my battery died, but we'll continue on now. So I'll show you the ones that I just went through. How to Train Your Dragon, Never Be Your Woman. Hopefully that was recorded okay, because this is an awesome movie and you should all know about it. This movie's boring. I, Robot, it's okay. Depends if you like Will Smith or not. I do, so it was okay. Ice Age 3, Dawn of the Dinosaurs. I bought it because it was cheap. It's okay. Actually, no, I actually got this one for free, to be honest. It was a free DVD. O2 used to do free DVDs at HMV, and I'm sure this was a free DVD. Idle Hands, funny 90s horror movie. Great movie if you haven't seen it. Devon Sawa, back in the day. Imagine You and Me. This is one of the best gay romance movies ever. It's about two girls that fall in love, and one's about to get married, and it's just a really, really great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's just a very sweet romantic comedy anyway, and it has Giles from Buffy in it. It's really cool. In the Mood for Love, I have the two just set for that one. That is a great Hong Kong movie that it's kind of psychedelic in a way. It's a very weird style of movie, but it's a good romance. It's a foreign movie, so you'd have to like subtitles, but it's a really good love story. I like it a lot. In Time, I actually quite like this movie. It's got Justin Timberlake in it, which normally I wouldn't go for because I'm not his biggest fan. But I like the concept of this movie where your life and money are all based on time, and it kind of, as your time ticks down, you could die if it gets to 0, and how long you live is based on pretty much how much you could afford to buy time. Very interesting concept. I really like it a lot. Independence Day, 90s movie. I have to own it. I like Will Smith, so I have to own it. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I think this is probably the only Indiana Jones movie I own. I think my boyfriend owns all the other ones, though. Got that one cheap. Oh no, Temple of Doom, duh. You can see, I'm looking at them. I own those too, and I think my boyfriend owns Raiders. So, yeah. We have, like, the opposites. This is The Invention of Lying. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay. It's a concept for a movie. I like the concept. I don't think it's a very good one. It Takes Two. The best Olsen twin movie. I liked Full House. I like the Olsen twins. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You can already see I have very bad taste in movies sometimes. But I really like this. This is one of those movies. It's a bit like Freaky Friday. So, it's kind of two people get switched. One's rich, one's poor. It's one of those concept movies. It really works for me. Kirstie Alley's in it. I really like her role in it. And her and... what's the guy's name? Thinking Jeff Goldblum, but it's not Jeff Goldblum, and it's going to bother me now. Her romance with the Steve Guttenberg is very, very sweet, and it's probably one of Steve Guttenberg's last movies I remember him being in. It's a boy-girl story, another body switch movie. You can see I like those. Not a great one, though. It's Complicated, not a great movie. Jane Austen Book Club, I've not actually watched it. I bought it on a DVD sale. Haven't watched it yet. Probably would like it though, because I do like Jane Austen. Jawbreaker, one of the best 90s teen movies. It's a great concept. They accidentally kill their friend and they kind of have to pretend that she's still alive and cover up her murder. It's just so brilliant. And look, it's Drusilla. Not Drusilla, what's her name? Oh, why do I keep forgetting names? She's from Dead Like Me. She's from Angel and Buffy. It's not Drusilla. I'll think of her name later on, and it will bother me all day. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Not as good as Dogma, but best Jay and Silent Bob standalone movie, of course. So the best movie there, really, in a lot. Really like this movie. Got the 2-disc set. It's great. Love Kevin Smith. I have a Jeopardy DVD, because they don't do Jeopardy in the UK, so I bought a DVD of it, and it's like got the best winners. So, I can't remember the name of the guy that won loads of them, but it's just nice to see Jeopardy again. It's a nostalgic thing for me. John Tucker Must Die. It's alright. It wants to be Mean Girls, and it isn't, so it's too bad. Josie and the Pussycat. Now this is one of my favorite movies. I just love the whole concept of this movie. All the fake advertising in it. And you guys probably thinking, what? That's not fake advertising. They really paid? No, they actually didn't. It's all fake. And it's meant to simulate the movie. And it just fits a period in time for me. It embodies 2000. 2001 for me perfectly. I can't get over how well it does. And it's like all the concepts from there. And that was the year just before I graduated for high school. It's just a perfect movie. I love the music in it. I also own the CD. If you haven't seen it and you like chick flicks, girl power type movies, it's a great movie. It's got some really good cameos from Seth Green in it. And the whole boy band with Backdoor Lover Dijon is so great. It has such good music in it. It's so many like famous people in it. It's a really great movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it definitely. Julie and Julia, I really like this movie. It's about cooking, and it's about someone that starts doing a blog about cooking based on Julia Child. I think it's a really sweet movie. Juno's one that I'm never sure how I feel about it. I do like it in places, but then sometimes I don't like it very much. And I like Ellen Page. She's a good actress. I'm just never sure if I like this movie. I think I want to like the movie more than I actually do. It's a sad thing. It's a good independent film, though. I enjoy it. Just go with it. I don't think I've ever seen this. I bought it ages ago. It's got Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. I've never watched it. Just Like Heaven. Oh, I love this movie. And I have the book as well. You guys know this was a book? I own the book for it, too. It's got Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. You'll notice I like Mark Ruffalo a lot. I have a huge crush on Mark Ruffalo. Unfortunately, now he's just off doing the Avengers thing, and he doesn't really make too many other movies. But I loved him in romantic comedies. He's just perfect for me. So I love this movie a lot. I like the whole like ghost coming back to life thing. I like cheesy romantic comedies, guys, and this is a really good one. Just like Just My Luck. Now, don't be put off by the fact Lindsay Lohan is in this movie. It's actually a really well-done concept about she is the luckiest person in the world, and she actually transfers her luck to someone else. And he's the most unlucky person in the world, and they kind of switch. I really like the concept for this one. There's some really sweet moments in this. And even if you don't like Lucy Lohan, it's still a good movie, and you can see past that. Californication I own because David Duchovny has a naked scene in it. I know. I shouldn't. It's not a good movie, guys. Don't bother watching it. Just find the clip online. Karate Kid. This is the newer Karate Kid. I don't actually own the older Karate Kid. And this is the one with Jaden Smith in it. It's okay. Kick-Ass. I also own Kick-Ass 2. Great movie. Really enjoy it. Not for people that can't stomach gory things like me, normally. I didn't realize it was going to be so gory when I first saw it, but I got through it somehow. Same with Kill Bill. The thing is, I can deal with gore if there's a good story, and these have good stories. I absolutely love Kill Bill. I love both parts. I do love one more than two, but I love the series. I saw Kill Bill 2 in the theater, and I saw this one on DVD. And as soon as I saw this one, I knew I wanted to see the second half, just like straight away. But I love this movie, love the whole revenge plot arc, and all the characters that she has to kill. It's really great. Okay, next one is Kissing Jessica Sign. This is another gay romance one. About a girl that's never been in a relationship with a girl that tries it out. And it's a really sweet comedy. I really enjoy it. Knocked Up. Not a great movie. Another one I picked up cheaply. Katherine Heigl, I used to like more when she was in Roswell. And I actually quite like Seth Rogen, but not necessarily in this movie. He's done better movies. We'll get on to one of those later on. Lady in the Water. I own it because it's cheap. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite M. Night Shyamalan. But it's not the worst one either. I think there are far worse ones than that one. Yeah, it's okay. The Lighthouse. This is an okay movie. It's got Keanu Reeves in it. It's based on a Korean movie that I couldn't actually get a hold of. But I'd heard about the movie before this came out, and I was really interested in the Korean one. But I've still never gotten a hold of the Korean, but this is okay. It's not as good as the concept for the Korean one would be, but it's okay. It's an interesting kind of idea. The Land Before Time and The Great Valley Adventure. I own these because I was a 90s kid. And I have to own these. You gotta own some Don Bluth if you are a 90s kid. If you aren't, then, like, you didn't see good films when you were a child, unfortunately. Lars and the Real Girl, I've never actually watched. I like the concept of it. Think it sounds kind of interesting. Never watched it. League of Their Own. Love this movie. I love all kinds of movies that take place like in the 20s. It's a great movie. It's so funny. You should definitely watch it if you've not seen this movie. You've probably heard the line, there's no crying in baseball. Tom Hanks has a very interesting role in this. Much different than he normally acts in movies, but it works. Gina Davis, also really great in this. Really like her in this. It's a good movie. You should watch it. Leap Year, it's okay. Not great. Yeah. I think there's a lot of stereotypes in this movie that I don't particularly like. Legally Blonde, 1 and 2. Great movies. If you've not seen them, where have you been? They are so funny. Elle Woods, just wonderful. I love her. Elle Woods, one of my favorite characters ever. 1 is better than 2, of course, but still charming. Les Miserables. This is the 90s version. I've not actually seen the later version. This one doesn't have singing in it. I have seen the play numerous times, and we actually did the play in school. But I like this one. This has got Uma Thurman in it. It's a really good version, actually. Not many people seem to have noticed it. But I like it. Life on Mars. I own all these, but I never actually watched them. I should watch them. It's one of these sets I picked up really cheap and then don't watch. Life Size. Guys, Tyra Banks in Life Size. Seriously, we should all watch this movie and just love Tyra Banks in it because she's perfect in this. Lindsay Lohan also in this movie, but she's a kid, so we can't blame her for anything. I love Life Size so much. It's a great movie. Not a lot of people have heard of it. It's about pretty much the equivalent of a Barbie doll coming alive. And Tyra Banks is a Barbie doll, which is cool. I really like it. It's a great movie. Little Black Book. It's okay. It's another romantic comedy. As you can see, we have a trend here. I've run out of good ones. Little Britain, we've got the comic relief specials. This is just a one-off special they did 1 year. It's okay, though. I don't think I own any of the other ones on DVD. A Little Princess. This is a great movie. I love this movie. I love, like, the imagery of this movie and all the colors in it and how beautiful it is. It's a lovely movie with a great sentiment behind it. Book is also great. You guys need to see this. It's a great movie. It still holds up really well now. Look Who's Talking and Look Who's Talking 2. Yes, I did live in the 80s and 90s. You can tell because I own these movies. I Lot Like Love. It's okay. It's not a great movie. Ashton Kutcher can't act very well. He does okay in that 70s show, but not much else. Love Actually. Got this one for free from a friend. It's on every year for Christmas anyway, so I don't really need to own it on DVD. I love it more every year. And I know it's cheesy, and I shouldn't like it that much, but I do love parts of it. Some of it I don't like. I like the Prime Minister bit, and I like the guy that's writing in the cabin. That's one of my favorite bits, and that couple. And those are the ones I like the most. And the little kid, he's great as well. It's a little romance, and that's sweet. Love and Other Drugs. Bad Anne Hathaway movie. Why do I own this? I don't even know. Now, there we go. Amanda Bynes. This movie's actually better than this movie. I liked Amanda Bynes before she flew off the rails. She was great on Nickelodeon. This is actually quite a funny movie. It's about, she gets, actually shipwrecked with, like, her biggest crush in the world, and she's, like, fangirling him all over him. And it's just really funny. But they find out they're not shipwrecked from actual real society, but she finds out he doesn't. Just really quite clever movie. Madagascar, it's okay. I don't own any of the other sequels, so not that interested. What movie is this? I can't even tell. Oh, it's Mannequin. Oh, I didn't recognize Kim Cattrall in that role. Yeah, Mannequin's a great movie, guys. If you've never seen it, it's a classic 80s movie. You should definitely see it. Got Kim Cattrall in it before Sex and the City, when she was like pretty much like in her early 20s. Great movie. Very funny, but weird in places, but good movie. Marie Antoinette, I bought this after Lost in Translation came out because I love Sofia Coppola. It doesn't live up to Lost in Translation, though, unfortunately, which is too bad. Sorry, I got to sneeze. Sorry. Okay. Marley and Me. It's alright. It's not great. Nothing to really write home about. Just one I own. The Mask, classic 90s movie. Jim Carrey at his best, really. Have to own it. You gotta own it. Mean Girls and Mean Girls 2. Mean Girls 2 is nothing good. It's not a good movie. Don't bother, guys. But Mean Girls, brilliant movie. Still holds up really well. Probably Lindsay Lohan's best role other than Life Size. Yeah, love it. Very quotable. Great movie. Members of a Geisha. I love the book so much. This is one of my favorite books. The movie held up pretty well for me. I didn't like that they changed some of it, though. But it's just such a pretty movie. So gorgeous, this movie. So if you like really nice scenery in movies and actual like cinematic concepts in movies, this is very brilliant. Men in Black 2. I don't think I own Men in Black 1. I got the bonus disc one for that fun. I own 2 and 3, but not 1. Weird. Okay, now we're getting on to Mighty Ducks. I own all the Mighty Ducks. So in the UK, it's called Mighty Ducks Are the Champions. And then the second one's called Mighty Ducks, which I think was called D2. And then the last one's D3. And I know the last one is horrible, guys. I saw it actually in the movie theater. It was not a great movie, but I saw it, and I own it because I bought a box set. So, I own all 3. I don't think I've watched D3 since I saw it in the theater, which is sad. Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day. Never seen it, but heard very good things about it. That's why I own it. Mistress of the Spices is a weird movie that not a lot of people have seen. Very cinematically beautiful movie. Not much concept, unfortunately, but very beautiful. Mona Lisa Smile. Boring. Monster Fury vs. Aliens. Also boring. Motherhood. Really horrible movie. Should own it. I don't know why I buy these things really cheaply, but I just have them. Yeah. Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. I've never actually watched. I got cheap. Yeah, I do that a lot. I shouldn't do that. I'm realizing how many times I've done that now. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Good action flick. Yeah, it's entertaining enough. I like it. Muppets Take Manhattan. It's the Muppets, so it's great, automatically. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's okay. I won't be seeing the second one. I don't see the point. My Fair Lady. I have a box set for that one. Great movie. If you've not seen it, you should. My Summer of Love. Another game romance one. It's okay. It isn't great. There are much better movies out there for that. Naked Gun. Great movie. Very funny. Can't do better than it, really. This is Nancy Drew. I actually really like this. I never liked Nancy Drew books, but I really quite like this movie. It was quite funny. Yeah, it was just really well done. It was really well acted, and it did feel like she was Nancy Drew. The Nanny Diaries. Bought this. This came out after Lost in Translation. Liked Scarlett Johansson at the time. Not a very good movie, though, unfortunately. Sucks for her. Never Been Kissed. Oh, I love it. It's a great movie. I love Drew Barrymore. You can probably figure that out. I have a lot of Drew Barrymore films in here. Love this movie. So sweet. It's pretty much embodies everything about the late 90s, early 2000s in it. And that's what I love about it. It is when I was in high school. It's perfect. Night at the Museum. I don't think I own number 2. Oh, number 1, actually. That's odd. I thought I did. Night at the Museum 2 and 3. They're okay. 3 is not very good. 2 is alright. They're good enough comedies. I've seen number 1 numerous times. It's alright. Not Another Teen Movie. I hated this movie when it first came out, and it's grown on me. Probably because I've gotten older, and you can see more of the 90s trends in it, and that just makes me nostalgic, and it also makes fun of all those movies that were back then. I think it's more funny now than it used to be. There are some scenes I hate, though, like the one girl's bathroom scene. That's horrible, and I wish they'd take that out, but all the other bits are really, really funny. Yeah, recommend it. The Notebook, because I'm a Girl, but it's not one of my favorite romantic comedies. I just own it. Notting Hill, this is one of my favorites. Both me and my boyfriend love this movie. Brit and American, of course, together, same as us, so really like this movie. Really find Hugh Grant quite charming in this movie. Like the whole concept of him owning a bookstore and her being a Hollywood actress. Like it a lot. Now and Then, it embodies the 90s for me. Now and Then's a really sweet, like, growing up tale. Got Christina Ricci in it, who I used to love as a kid, so that's why I own it. Only the Lonely, I've never actually watched this. Heard good things about it, but never watched it. I think it's the late John Candy in that. Over Her Dead Body, not a great movie. What would you expect? I bought it because Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives was in it. And I like Eva Longoria. But she seems to only be good in Desperate Housewives. Over the Hedge, it's okay. Paul, on the other hand, I really like Paul. Paul's a really funny movie. I like, I want to call him Sean, but no. Oh, why did I not remember names? I like the actors in it. I can't remember their names. That's going to bother me all day. Yeah, good actors in it. Seth Rogen as Paul is really funny. Good alien comedy. Got some, like, X-Files jokes in there. Really good stuff. Peggy Sue Got Married. Time travel movie about going back to change things in your life. Always like those ones. Penelope. Christina Ricci again. Nice little fairy tale type movie. Didn't get really much attention, but I quite liked it. Perfect Catch, another Drew Barrymore movie. It's a good movie. I like it. It's a good romantic comedy. Peter Pan, this is the one that was made later on. Not as good as Hook. But I do have an affinity for Peter Pan because I read it for my children's literature degree. I do like Peter Pan a lot. Piano, nice classic movie. Haven't watched it in a long time. It's more of a serious movie. You kind of have to like that, but it's pretty. It's a nice movie. Interesting story. Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, you think from this that I really like Pirates of the Caribbean, but I just have a box set. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not the best fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. I prefer the ride. Pleasantville, one of my favorite movies. Love the whole black and white concept of this movie and going back to the 50s. Like the kind of time travel aspect to it and like the different type of people like at war. Really cool movie. Polar Express, sweet Christmas movie. Loved the book as a kid, so have to love Polar Express. This is the Power Rangers movie. I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one, but like it looks nothing like Power Rangers. But yeah, you gotta own the Power Rangers movie. It's a weird choice for the DVD cover there. Pretty Woman, gotta own it. You can't be a girl in, like, romantic comedies without owning Pretty Woman. I've never actually watched Priceless. I bought it ages ago. It's about a guy that, I think is trying to, like, fake a relationship for a job. Can't remember. Prince Charming. This is not a good movie. It's really kind of strange. It's about a guy that turns into a frog and is trying to get a girl to kiss him, like Prince Charming. Not a great movie. Princess Diaries, it's alright. I enjoy Princess Diaries. The Proposal, I actually really like this movie, and I like Ryan Reynolds in it, and I like Sandra Bullock as well. And I like the Alaskan town as the backdrop. And I just like the whole concept, and I know it sounds like, it's like really kind of a strange movie that she's trying to proposition him to marry her, but I quite like the romance that happens in it. Punch Drunk Love. Got a 2-disc set of that. That's Adam Sandler's very serious role. Good movie. He doesn't often do serious roles, but he does it well in this movie. So you should definitely see it. Pursuit of Happiness. More Will Smith. Figure I like him. Queer as Folk, number 2. Good show. Don't own any more of it. I should do, really, because I like it. Ramen Girl. Now, this is Brittany Murphy's probably best movie. Well, other than Clueless. I like her in Clueless, but this is probably her best movie, and it's really unknown. It's about a girl that goes to Japan, and she wants to learn how to cook ramen. And I think it's a really cool concept. She's, like, kind of American abroad, not really understanding the language, but it's a really sweet movie, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Real Women Have Curves. This is America. What's her surname? I can't remember her surname. From Ugly Betty. This is a movie she did before Ugly Betty. It's a really good movie about body confidence. Really great movie. I like it. Remember Me, I have never actually watched. Just bought it because it was a romantic comedy. like I do with lots of things. Return to Me with David Duchovny. This is David Duchovny trying to be a movie star after X-Files. He wasn't that successful. It's an okay movie. It's not great. Riding Cars with Boys. This is quite a serious movie for Drew Barrymore, and I think it didn't get the attention it deserved. It's a really good movie. Really interesting, like, difficulties for her character in it, and I think definitely people should check that one out. Rio. This is the Blu-ray version. My boyfriend has a DVD, so he gave me the Blu-ray because he didn't have a Blu-ray player. The Roller Coasters of Cedar Point. This is one of Melissa's favorite theme parks. I love Disney World, but Cedar Point, even, not Cedar Park, is where I grew up and went on roller coasters all the time. And I love roller coasters. They have, I think, still the most roller coasters of any park in the world. Just a great place. If you've never been to Cedar Point, you should definitely check it out if you like roller coasters. Run, Fat Boy, Run. Really good movie. Quite sweet romantic comedy. A little bit weird in places, but it's a Brit comedy, so that's kind of how they go. Run, Lola, Run. I want to like Run, Lola, Run, but I get bored with it, unfortunately. It's not the best one for me. Rush Hour. I've never actually watched. I bought it because I've heard good things, but I've never actually watched it. Sailor Moon. All of Sailor Moon. We have lots of Sailor Moon. This was actually one of the first box sets I bought when I came to the UK. I saw this and like just bought them all. I don't like the Disto match. That bothers me, though. But it is most of the episodes. Samurai Girl, I've never actually watched. It's a Korean movie. I bought it when I was on my 4 movie hauls at the time. Never watched it, though. Oop, I just dropped my pin. Everything's shiny. Let's put it back. The Santa Claus, my favorite Christmas movie. I love this movie, and I like the sequels as well, but I love this one the most. The second one's pretty good. Saved, really funny movie, if you get a chance to watch it. Kind of dated now, though, unfortunately. School of Rock, because who doesn't own School of Rock? Best Jack Black movie, probably. Even the Goosebumps movie isn't as good, but that's because he does a stupid accent for almost on. Scooby-Doo movie, saw it in the theater, so I own it. I actually like Scooby-Doo 2 more. And I also own The Mystery Begins, even though it annoys the crap out of me that Fred's hair is the wrong color. And I actually was at Comic-Con when this was released, and I remember seeing the movie at Comic-Con because we got to see it pre-release. And the whole audience just complained about Fred's hair being the wrong color. And it's like, well, why? Why couldn't you just wear a wig? And the guy was like, oh, we were trying something different. And it's like, just wear a wig! It's really gonna hurt you or dye your hair. Yeah, so that always annoyed me, but I do love Scooby-Doo 2 the most, because I think it's most like Scooby-Doo, the actual cartoon. With the whole... And it's got Alicia Silverstone in it again. Yeah, there we go. It's a whole, like, and I really like, the other thing I really like about it is Seth Green being in it, and that's really good. But it's the most like a Scooby-Doo cartoon, and also, like, the whole mystery behind it. While this one is more about the gang being back together. I think that one's a better movie. Pup Named Scooby-Doo, because I love Scooby-Doo. And I own lots of it. Scream 4, to go with my other Scream movies. I did enjoy Scream 4. I think I might have been the only person that did, though. But I did enjoy it, and I loved the twist ending. I really did. I knew there was a twist coming, because I was like, this is not long enough. But yeah, I really enjoyed the twist ending. And I liked how they made use of cell phones as well in it, and cameras and the internet. I liked how they did that. Secretary... Great movie, strange movie, but good if you like that kind of thing. That's all I'm going to say. Secret Life of Bees, I've never actually watched, but it's got Queen Latifah in it, so I probably like it because I like Queen Latifah. Seed of Chucky, I love Chucky. I don't actually own Chucky movies because I've seen them so many times, but I don't own them on DVD because I used to own them on video, but I do love Chucky, and I actually should have Chucky too because I really, really like The Bride of Chucky. Serenity, because... Firefly, have to own it. Seventh Seal, great movie. Watched this when I was doing research for my book about Grim Reapers. Sex and the City, the movie, because I love Sex and the City. And some Scrubs DVDs. My boyfriend has much more of these. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I got a whole other folder to go through that's S until the end of the alphabet. So I will give you guys a break, and I will show you the last of my DVD collection in the last video. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye!
Hi guys, Fangirling with Mel here. Just a reminder, I'm running a 200 subscriber giveaway to thank you guys for getting me this far on YouTube. If you want to enter, there will be a link either above in the little eye there or below. Either way, easy peasy. There's 4 questions to answer, and you need to do that by June the 4th at 5 o'clock UK time. And you have a chance to win the items in this box. So if you want to see more about what prizes I'm giving away or what you need to answer, go to the link below or above. I'll see you guys later. Bye!